opposition.
They say mobile day you ano ama MPP ni Ghana.
Yeah, ya scratches so uncle baby ko dina no. Now some no can uncle withdraw. The information we have now, so I call you as no can.
I understand no.
Yes, I understand. Me nya video na me best no.
Eti na say ade a china still yenyi wuntumi a obaba Accra ha bia na.
Ojidi former attorney general.
Okay.
Otherwise, we not say I'm representing on President or you free for them.
It is a
we not be bank and we're dealing with other.
Oh, na lawyer Kusina o bank and na who defend wuntumi anka wapie. It's a
say magic gonna me yeah, it's free. If you are call. Mama the more hammer baby gate and as they left.
Then I will make yes I'm magic you know.
See a friend. Tell me Kumasi wa friend and we call them.
So nim say Kumasi wa fro and oba Accra onim say say same way na ebisi.
Na say you know friend me da amasi du ko ka say me ko Accra me nko asaka me ko. I cannot be a busybody. You have to understand me. I'm a professional lawyer. I can't be a busybody.
Now,
if you had invited me, I would have come to a class. On my bench today, it will be a different. Me back as a legal rep. What do you say?
Okay.
Today, what do you different? Me back as a lawyer.
Okay. Now, who say former president to be a free Dr. Baumi? Na friend.
Oh, na do danka
oh, what free na Jesus say?
So I'm supporting you.
And I will wakasa.
When person comes to us at all, Nana, I call land in Kremlin, will be a commerce and say,
and this is a say, Nana Fro say, as someone who cannot be you are no baby, I will obtain our evidence.
Your catcher, the Namakan.
And the catcher on Ujini Disa.
When President Bonnie, your power, what it is, from that country, or Ben, you know about it.
Nana of us.
Toto mu to oye ni chese lebo di natural edi ya no kuda
oba
anu ti na ba mi ya ma
ne wa fase
ya ni na fase kra
ne
aye ne partner in politics
na iba no o Ghana ha say ana o UK
o me no ka say kra o nkran
sa o any tipen
o say
any tipen o any age group
that you are not using
Ufrashanti region.
I'm going to Chum, Uguation.
Hefa.
Jujum, Ufrashanti region of Uguation.
Oh, sir. No, MP, Anna.
No, MP.
Or the minister. Okutabra Fudi.
Yeah. But you can verify.
So say offer over catch them into me. We are my friend.
Yeah. If you are surprised that when Bawumia was giving the thank you tour, he was virtually accusing Anadwa. I don't know.
Okay, and you share or say Nana sure Mona or Nana kind of trauma.
Bawumia cannot be in lesson in this country.
And also,
he gave him 16 years exposure. He underestimated the effect of religion in Ghanaian politics. And in his own personal power, they are maybe kind of cheap.
And also, no, I can't switch na hefa.
So, because I'm not on your camera.
Now, more vegano.
Why not? You're probably do. I'll set him now on another Ghanaian.
Lawyer Mamenda was it. Lawyer Kusikas. I go for
Ghana politics. That's a branch of unity.
Unity.
And not the statement about official statements. Also, I form a team to explore on of one Casano and Kakan.
Say, Brian, your friends, Ken
Baumia, Aduchum. Yes, so submarine politics.
Yes, share my hair.
About me, Matisse say,
Dr. Baumia bet Marini. Na Ken, Abia, wait tomatoes 2. Na Brian bet also 3.
Sir,
na Aduchum enya 4.
Sir, Brian so hospital.
But say, Omu Biamu to say the Omo Kana. Ken be winning. Doctor better
it's too early. It's too early. I was a momentum no baby. It's too early.
Yes,
it's too early.
But Brian be surprised.
But this is a Brian cry no. The lawyer can be a Brian cry so na support Brian.
David Brian dey no tie. Oya den ya kan Japan won call members ne dada.
Yes.
Omo a otane 37 bi onyaye no. Definitely obenyo omo. What I say? So Brian betwe your friend is saying.
About Yanko.
Adutwe so betwe kakra. Wow. Na akwa say okay. Ebia na Alan Crofo bi wo mo anto a ebinim be ko Brian. Kakra beba Ken ho. But
Ken Alan Crofo be no be ko Ken ho no mo. Even though some of them think say Ken did not help in term amwa Alan yesisi no, but eventually most of them will go to Ken ho no mo.
And I want say yes o mu biem o pese o mo fa ebia 1992 obi na o constituency chairman. Some Crofo ni na so go o ko Ken ho.
When say but people are free to now people are free to express where they are. Also we say stickers now so ni kwakuko atin.
Yes, no.
First no mutimi nyomuti. Abo papa mu na no mutimi nyomuti. So I hear say more MPs are coming out to support Ken.
Almost 50, almost by next week 50. But maybe I na menji ni sir.
Chairman say. You know.
All right, so are you but Dr. Bobia. What is saying for the sort? Omomudine.
Sir. Oh, thank you. Attention in also sir. But thank you to about great car. What say?
Omobe second power.
Ombe say no. Na supporters o ma say
won't asema abronya no ma sha say
say
o say Ken say ono so ba asofo wo krom ha ina then fine kozi but say asofo for be bring delegate right say delegate no MPP delegate to Abama Ken 2028
no me who say me ma knowledge bi Ken supporters no Omo say SM4 no omo ntehwe
David ana me ka omo ntehwe 37 minutes wo ye dan obenya
omo say SM4
me na say oyire no want ma maintain ne
me I mean like Ken supported base and say SM4 ye ntehwe
omo ntehwe
ye ntehwe ye musi ye boss wo ye dan sa na
37 minutes no but about me de na so bete kan de oyire dan Brian betwi bi
sa ende be ebitwi so betwi bi
ena nyam won say no so no MPs no more say 88. Say Brian so here.
Top radio back for
him. Them near high. Because say Ken parliament will be.
Oh, ben dem fa ho.
Oh yeah sure.
Obu on say Brian so nkofo nso. Also nipa bi wa mo be MPs. Also on nkofo. Also building a circle.
Yes.
But Ken so aye bi ya.
But say Ken nkofo no bebre ni ho biem. Oh, that's baby coffee.
Baby coffee, yeah. Baby
coffee. If only so, omo to abani bi dia. Chama wa ha me bisa no.
From MPs
ni betu bi dia. And then still I can work akra wo. Check. Eji me chama be try enko.
I no chairman just no chinchi na.
Anyways, patrol James, so who told I a nurse, or now a doctor, or a lab technician, or a pharmacist, or a cashier, or a cleaner, the number we see here. Now I tell you,
top radio back for it.
I can tell you, who is top radio, and I'm the number we are saying. We a nurse, we a doctor, I will TFS here, we a lab technician, we a pharmacist, we a cashier, and I a cleaner. Patrol friend number is here now. Uno winning como a big hospital more penipa and in a year 0543 732 131 0543 732 131 Tieni 0543 732 131 0543 732 131 So we a nurse, we a doctor, we a lab technician, we a pharmacist, we a cashier, and a cleaner. Fresh number is here. Now uno muning komo kransa na mapon 0543 732 131. Live on top 103.1. Next one minutes.
radio back correct.
Chairman. Set we be able to go na tema te say.
Oh, another room.
And a port on so
Port today,
sir.
Dollar
and harm.
Well, it's important to say, to say as at now. So because dollar ninya effect be international trade so any panel on
negative effect or positive. Oh,
not just any panel on the
positive effect.
Of course, because you see, I mean, 3-4 months ago, the exchange rate and GRE and the calculated duty, was around 13 cities thereabout. But the name is about 10 cities. Inti if say idea na 13 cities near the calculated duty. 10.99. You should know that duty and calculate you 2 months ago. No, you are not paying the same duty.
All right. I know who come and a baby do what I say. We are president at the Chamber of Freight and Trade. Patrick Freight and Trade. When
it comes to about international trade space, now you were ready for. And you were one more so one clear near man ready for. So we have those that freight forwarders are almost both clearing and exporting. Almost into a freight for internet freight forward, clear. Now what's exporting? And you walk near or near my neighbor. Now, international trade space is so
okay.
Auxiliary in human work mono degree. Into me always make us say I buy beer the share the blue economy now. Now we develop the blue economy. The number of jobs that we can create now. Any idea? Because offer even shipping alone, just one branch of a blue economy. Shipping lines for
okay.
The shipping lines are recruiting. Now, vessels, and so the containers, they recruit seafarers.
Shipping lines for and a vessel for no so. So, but they work together.
Good. So before they say, we need to say Max line. They own a vessel. So they were non-carrier, non-vessel owner, carrier owners, and they were more carriers. So I'm taking Max line as an example. He owns vessels.
Okay.
Now, the country rep and the company what Ghana is seen a name or Fujima for.
Ghana for.
Vessel Nankasan Sono, a fast seafarers are almost
a Ghanaian woman.
Now, we shipping lines in Fuwa. Now, what about freight forwarders? One a year man. One also a Juma.
You know, man is saying.
Say, intermediaries between the importer, the traders, and customs and all other stakeholders are involved in the clearance process. In the freight forward, a freight forwarder serves as a bridge between the traders or the importer and customs.
But there was a time these arguments came up, say, whom he has said, may my import me normal. There should be a system that's a normally be I can do it myself. I don't need any intermediate person be or no never be yet money between me and customs. Why can't I?
And I think that we are here nurse who doctor in the street. Because the doctor now come
yes, but
I don't go for nurse no so. Doctor no go come as them. Everywhere in the world.
And yes, it be a Ghana. But such argument about
I'm like, international trade.
You do that argument
because aside they say freight forwarders, and you're clearing pool. How are you limiting it to say now? My friend, clearing agent, clearing agent. Even sourcing for trade, Nankasa, negotiating freight. Negotiating with lines on behalf of the trader or the importer.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you, dear Namo, apart from say okay, me no manaba, mu dear ni mu acclama. What do you do to help me again?
Freight now with you and freight forwarders can even negotiate a better rate than one kasa who negotiate with the line.
Do you have to that is shipping line and as a customs?
Shipping line.
Oh, okay.
It's freight into Ampono. Only a freight forwarder with international repute. Obetinya negotiate with the port of origin, ABA, MSC, to get a better rate for you than say one kasa oko say maybe ship container mama me 20 feet and 40 feet. Obi kuti rate ewo.
Anti container no say shipping line the bar. You mono mudin komo e bageni.
Yes, when it comes to freight, you can negotiate freight.
And your fixed price be a daho.
Let me for a classical example. Say we are cocoa board. Cocoa board exported more than 2,000-3,000 containers of cocoa.
Okay.
In every cocoa season. What you say? Now, we are all exporting these huge numbers of containers. If it goes to next line, no catch up and say, listen, this is the volumes I'm current international free trade ABA on the Ghana Europe route $10,000, but I'm not going to pay 10,000. I'm on 5,000. I'm not reason tell I'm on 5,000.
Okay.
Because the empty containers, so container na kwejo ebe in the name of boom the Ghana no. We the name of free movie I was a shipping line no. Assign the vessel eba for empty container na
go back.
Yes. And to say a befa empty container kwa ebeba oka die me see me use container no but rate our person charge me no nincha because me more volumes
adena kokwa san de bibia akọ because so one time I say mama mfa me no mana mawa o de sipo no so akokwa jeme kakra na me okay.
When it comes to shipping lines so obeka cho say wa calculating return voyage no Africa, it's in a trade, your freight a bit expensive because on the container nearby, the likelihood say Obabefa empty container na kono a high. Than say on the container before Asia and China, Obabefa load on befa empty container.
Okay.
Into say
all because we don't export more.
Exactly.
Okay. Into
all calculating of freighter or make a portion as a return voyage. Say, I didn't know they ban. Or be found empty. It is uncle say me Joe. As a wafer dropping.
Yeah, it is a wafer dropping free a high quarter. Or better say Medjo be at 150 Ghana. Because say me kwa mi nyobi. Okay.
Into a calculating the return voyage ashim. That I know said me kui.
And I say be a behind bus a kokuma say. But me san for bus in the month. Or be charge me in and out.
In and out. Okay. Because we are calculating the return voyage. Because oba onu kwa neba.
But say be a me wo group bi wo na me ka junsu wo de me kokora group we so.
Thank you.
Me mo de wa
into you can negotiate your rate.
Okay.
So I just into industry and industry players are more volumes, you know, they are able to negotiate for a better rate. Into if you get an international freight forwarder on a certain line, are you for a period of time? Now on cargo every time. It means negotiating better rate for you.
Okay.
Then say one kasa, obekose oko negotiating. Even free there are a lot of documentation importing especially food items, electronic items are unya, phytosanitary, FDA, standard authority. You may not know all. Oh, they also work on Thank you.
Because me cars. It's the minimum say me the agent say be able to say Fabra. It's your office way.
Yes, a lot of things happen.
Hey.
But also yes, I name weighing on your behalf. And Sakran our presented documents na customs and say I'm allow clearance. You import a drum back room hakwa. You import a Ghanaian food items in back room hakwa.
There's a Ghanaians who respect him or job.
On behalf of importers. Into your blue because because he has to go through all this.
A more delay, the more scratch, normal.
Go through all this process for you because on the same one processor, baby also sign it.
Oboko crown officer, we say so. Yeah, man, class or could
enti when we bibia me fa ne say o de na mu ba krom ha wan ko LD na o ye importer o unim o de o say once I ko to na mu ne de o be clear wa until o say o clear no
yes
custom no custom just sign
what to nam na ba
yes you need the Food and Drugs Authority to ascertain and certify say I did now they are a wholesome for consumption.
So you're sorry, preoccupy importing bibi.
That is why you need an experienced freight forwarder. When you are doing so be importing bibi, no what your documentation I'll be here now. So the day I'll buy, face challenges here. One more sorry importer nyasa education way no. Obo so be na ni man be see ho. Na I check because I feel na all come back. Please apply for some documentation way
now obo say the more reaction na say Kwabena ho na fe no so ka foforo na ya Agyemang no okay
intimacy freight forwarding agencies no na say professionals no they play a key role because they understand the customs, the HS codes, the duty rates better than you. And you name be na duty rate na 5% and not 10%. And then you be answer na the 2 HS code be. HS code na determine at the rate. Unima all the back to him.
Enti yamfa ne say me producer normally your kra normal. No eto time bi ane de nearby land e bia borders ni bi. Enti metimi ni na kra normal ba ko ni na afa port. But based on straightforward that me minim no anyhow we see na adwuma e betuma ba say metua lesser than ono no normal nana.
We be in chair be less. And no say mo nso na ya o maka to nkrofo team and then there's a misconception out there say free forward the slim BG be music.
Janka me yesi bebre so ku yakọ for.
Enema wonim o say kruma wako America. Wako ni nice car. Ni bro fufufu. Wa o say mato $200. What to worship with their share continue more. Forgetting say the engine a 5.0. Engine capacity 5.0 and you be a 1.5 car bar.
And at 2.0.
2.0 ain't you the same import duty rate. But could be to 20% rate. But could be to 5.
Oh. Me 2 cars, C250 Benz, 2. Same day, same car, same year. But not duty in back one year. I was sure. A chamber, maybe sir, we say no so. We know features be one, a bini way more
special features.
Special, and I maybe I say, me call her and steer and as an ampa. We no say, oh, person Christian, and we no press it. Na, aba, we also say, oh, Pijani say. Na, banty, and I mean,
agent, then me to the same 200, and I mean, I know so the same, then I mean, you say, no, you say.
And the president, what dear Boniacha, this education is a more time yet,
because offer custom valuation book na kabia ya manufacturer we asima ewo code kabia VIN number, vehicle identification number, and your friend the chassis number.
Yeah, chassis and VIN number, yeah.
In between chassis number and code view, that code no is linked to a special rate.
Code to say be a Q3 numbers and say the numbers alphabet, yeah. In fifth no baby, maybe a first 5 and a middle 10. A chain, which car a year, and then a special feature bar, then a value bar. Into behind you be sicker. But because we don't know what could car no a year for unia could you kitibi or catch yourself last year, made me the any buy no between 20,000. Until you expect to say what the no so bad, between 20,000. Now if you waba, they say 40,000 or tire pie. Until a lot of things goes, even due to how you're calculating input, a lot of things goes into it. Oh, okay.
Until obey new basic, until mem kase, I'm saying clearing agent for a juma edimpa.
Unim say I am pot for me juma kakra but the wo can be bre menya will. Now there was a time na me wa unipa. Na ye clear normal bi. Na agent no mo so dimnikan wa twam. And documents bu ai na dimnikan wa fa. And me take am na me hwe say aden na say oya adwuma na ma na hu bi it your friend for so delay we so wa ha o ko sign paper bi o fi o ko FDA ba ko so kra de o so o ko say shippers line wo say ensem bebre adwuma me ne awata we can't do that. We can't do that.
Yeah, or some of fruit for the suburbs. Even importers, but even customs boy abaso. Because yeah, exactly. Yeah, ni before you didn't come out near Trump said that beauty na say, and the man on the buy na say. No what boys can no their banner their bremo. No yet to make processing and your money pay. First important difficult than we have today. And then that is why Sahar statement in Amoridi, I said that the person he doesn't even understand international trade or trade facilitation. The icons we have now is the best ever, best. And then many can say, Celeron for they are copying what we are doing. Ivory Coast want to come and have the same system because what integrity and Yama Bibiana those times different. Now, there are more than 5-6 vendors are Jumama customs to achieve the same purpose. But Bibia one single platform. You start and finish on the platform.
Same platform.
And then and buy now documentation but ultimately you duty to.
Just last week, and a customer officer be catching me.
No,
say normal now. Or see who say normal as a super na a bar. Who would you say a bar no tracking?
Thank you.
What you duty? That time na dollar neighbor from no. And I know Chelsea say, me shena say dollar neighbor kosura. Say who you say be kosura? I say I'm saying 3 weeks. I can and I the crowd be doing me. And then say Ghana here koye ni.
It's you moving bro. Maybe that you the typewriter and the book customs declaration.
We're be to an aspect nation and as a GBC, I for
ultimately clear one container, not documents, or papers, bag him. And we move it to GCnet phase 1. And the first version in Pono, not computer, and ECU officer. Now the what plug in the Biasha, no, Sako computer back open. And then the customs for communicating. And the core version 2, I be web based, internet based, and maybe I will be our Ghana now to me SNA data my customs.
So meaning say under MPP, that paperless in a buy no. Also be boy.
It has helped a lot. If it is no, ube kaipa now some of our industry players no, they were fiercely resisting
against it. Yeah, make kaipa. Yeah.
It was only us.
Mope.
Ye pennies, Ye share presentation na.
Korea for na be we say yes. Into Korea for na buy no.
Ye share presentation na Korea for na be akire yen no.
E better than.
E better than
other platform no ye.
Platform provide my cry. You put me in person ebe ko nim person o no nim say obet be trade duty at all but because of integrity the process of destination inspection permits now the only now come can one my single platform we thought it was best now our presentation will start and finish on one platform and then we supported it. But then, you know, no more resisting. They've come to realize that indeed we saw what we thought would help the industry. And a lot of the young fruit forwarders who at the time, now for them is I don't know, I
don't every radio station, against it.
Yes,
every radio station.
Because you see,
with the exception of meeting,
they did not
understand. Now other way say, other radio station. Yep, but see every radio station.
Because they did not understand the thing, and they thought that because a lot of people were against it and were making it, so they came along or they were swimming with the tide.
No, but anyamwa na moti asia na ye twebe mama mo so mo akire asia. The all against it and I don't fault him because with him I was there when one company omo lawyer frame me and share me no change oh I didn't say and if you listen to them they will convince you as well but now we say oh no na monche mu na practical mama yet say there be adena e be ye no we nim de no ufiri here just say wakọ another plan wakọ how but where there you started here and finish the at the same end.
It's my telling you. It's the time I'm here. Presentation which me started say me explaining. No, other company are coming over for me. And my mobile cassette they even have plans to do.
Yeah, almost say more plans.
So if you have plans, why?
I cannot more working more than 20 years.
Thank you. So why have some plans now? But and we'll be about the afraid now. Because say you have all these plans. Oh yes, sir. You haven't been fair to us as industry players, and even as a country.
No, because I go microphone.
You haven't been fair to us as an industry players and as a country because we've given you a huge platform that all customs data management, you know, wona obekita, and they demand from 2003. And if you have these plans, one yet because you will say changes, but one can once. Now we no ba presentation we afi na ba say.
Na o man no crash o man bo mo abaso. Because mo na mo ma ye do by this time ene Cote d'Ivoire for person mo mesua platform ye use we port. And some other countries on person mo nye and Korea for no so ya de. So mo so be kire mo say mo so be TV2. Me
no bebe me yaka. Oh. Because they did not understand why obia say omompe. Na me say me hwa ade no a it will help all of us. It will help all of us because first now be say me CCV akoha na we makọ ejuma na ni me ma be kutime akodi be 3-4 days ansa na onsa kan o de no abeto platform for so and I'm saying but this one is saying we start here and we end there. We don't deal with 3-4 vendors one document. Once a one document no na sa 3-4 vendors no me dey mo bia na we say dey be maybe no dey one platform what is a document no to screen obia ohia sa document no would have access to it
and I say so no more time ma yakoye ni ma do system bia the duty itself me ni metimatu amade.
Yes. You see, one can say, agent, no SNO duty now. You can go walk to your own bank.
And go yes, my no not was. The enemy can the duty and that be a whatever, and yet there be a charges now.
Duty now,
say 100,000, 200,000. Now, me person be shame me agent in the same one. Or no, we are now a forward their
documents.
Now, my call your friend is a bank. Maybe I will be a material a Joe Lupin. Na that time I me or friend of so my we mama for them out na matua that is where we are yakoye
but because those days it was first we started with only commercial bank and Ecobank and commercial bank only those two banks and then any other branch
and Fidelity and say other banks be too
but Mr. that time but now say Ecobank want to mean call Accra branch in Kotia so long room what they
long room. It is a me
back. What they all come Kumasi. Come to my branch in Puna Untimin Kutia, just a long room. But then Yakuya ni mama.
And my
baby exactly baby will be agent now Phyllis scanner is too much. Sky mean to me fancy agent in some money for you. What you
and I will so crown. Say scanning Kutana was scan or bank that.
Thank you.
What is also transfer skyway and I'm from Kutia. I say, mommy.
So we have moved
and say about say by 4 nights or my and a way and Crophobia acquire home press conference. Now they say President John Dramani Mahama said when in a day are off, sir, I come say you. It would be sorry pre-compare can say and a politics in
maybe some of the times no me coming across statement be say I take my time and then find out where they are coming from. Ebia on tiase and obi aka bibia to the team.
Obi so na share na chi office yenje man no betimai.
But it doesn't work like that. Bibia you free ya bedu. Even the change from GCNet to ICOMS no data you lose here in between such change no you have no idea. Because even though the data originally a customs data but now it was being held on their behalf by GCNet. Now they need to move that data no onto the ICOMS platform. Into imagine that between the transfer from A to B. So I just but so maybe you do near now. Let's come to Ninti and also what is happening.
Yeah, but we say, but now, Mr. Why any bit my be part of more because be a sorry was me agent. Onam udru port to see for being in a money more ubeyoka ube
see the industry must catch me say as soon it can accommodate everybody. First, no, and yeah, me na ma better say you. Anyway, we school no co-agent. We school no co-agent. It is never true. We catch all the people. Currently, we have people with double masters, triple masters. I mean, I'm saying me kita masters be for.
That's oh yeah,
So we have moved away from Emrena and I say, obey me, you man no co-agent. Even one part na. Omuye agents at the time na only education no have educated themselves, and for that I even want to give thumbs up to the Ghana Institute of Freight Forwarders. We started school be a freight forwarding, and we issue a diploma and a higher national diploma. Yes. Wow. We try to educate our people, but if you be a mensa say no okay ye nuanu mo e bia say me ma try obi da obi ti bia say it doesn't mean say on your qualified agent. Some of the time what the officer office on kwa na oti ho thank you but what ti bia say colleagues wo mo bon komo and ye dwuma no very technical. So even if customs will tell you the truth, most of the times it's freight forwarders that even teaches them the job. Do you know why? Because the regimes in customs e bia me fa na say now we export seat. So all documentation and processing of export and now we your transfer you do about transit. You are new. But for a freight forwarder he's all round. He's doing export. He's doing
I'm free about transit.
Afraid now ube sunya aniema nini so bia unim valuation you do to valuation. I feel now baby say use coding cry value near saying 0.85 per kilo. Freight forwarders because we do all everything. Thank you.
Because of more jumano.
You get some of us or better who the product chain is a bit mature HS code also use so because I do I was said that 87521.
Over checking at them.
Okay, so maybe product winner, but I know the highest value are custom is 1.6 per kilo, and over consuls are per. So we have grown in the system. Into some of the senior officers, honestly, they respect freight forwarders.
And now we are these mixing containers in Samba, you know. So over Kaya, the reports I about Bonteno. Say ECG etria amount to be the amount company na omoka so munyi no man and people were out there saying say and a company that no just sika no or just you guys me ka say agent for no aya na mo charge it say because amount for feel say you say omutua bia 1 million Ghana cedis ma mo na agent ne dia they don't really know sika na kasa and you say agent ne dia.
Sir, I spoke on I think 3 different radio stations. Now, I didn't want to sound say I was disrespecting the minister. So all I said was that it's either he is misinformed, okay? It be a committee, no, Oma money information
in terms of
it's a container ira. And now so say they gave him the information, but not on Tiasie. Because me na me person make say odi akohwi
and you didn't want to expose him.
So I said either he's misinformed and now so say your man information about one tiase container nya matches boss abi rahabo no atamashe obotum na odi apio this day and age with icons even empty containers o ko yi empty say shipping line no o person ko export na shipping line na empty container wo habo ansa na obetim the truck akofa sa empty container no na o dey pay free habo the process and documentation a ubija no so there are a lot of paper trails and digital trails into your container keke so because say containers no aba o ment me am customs are auctioner mo bi aton am obi dia any comment na say
Unim Saturday and by quickly I called then custom officer in charge of auction. Ono say abra aduma wunim kura chen container ne nko ba bia container no kura no say omo timbe bi omo ano ka say container no akodi ba bi kura ya akohwe e kire say e wo all the terminals o ye den e wo terminal bi e bia the terminal no omo fi say omo ba omo di begu on engu ho and the terminals ne ye den e doso e mo no kura bo terminal say o betima ko your friends say Atlas e bi kura bi wo Atlas e bi wo Amaris obi wo I mean overseas in that kind of and we share the current report to Abeya do you see na newo other terminals
and it means that either omo anyi omedwuma yi ansa no mbeka kire Ghana for side
maybe the nipa no so kind na omo ntiase
thank you so before amoba beka kire se mohunu first I was saying come be pa echo because omo hu yeni mase because for some of us it is not ECG for and politics no but the quote unquote impression we create say
chrono
habo it is affecting our business and is affecting international trade
but it's true say chrono habo
chrono obi antimi nkofo obi container p
but at times we take off a normal name we be call empty container ni si wo at times it happens
okay and you money be
it happens
abayaton and na me chire mu say wo de niema ba by yemra after 21 days it goes to the unclaimed cargo list near my friend UCL.
Yeah,
now once after because I buy a dream no say so be an fan near na time or pay be on be year
what to be ma unye be oba obunya be bi
I'm not for the humble
better we say no ho sabra bim na ye nti ye mehwe ye duty no because at times I na unim my first ever car under first NDC mentimentua anti aban fire na minyante porto adwuma na sesa nti misumi ye na den fine ko si ana say okay fine so later on and am here say e die na be ma aban be den e be fa car e no mani ye true first abaya car show say car after 10 years don't import that car you was certain you were accident car bi o de ba sa no mani na oba there's a penalty e wo so it would do to be office over between 1,000 duty over penalty ne kan one check it enti akoso at the end of the 21 you can't just say the 21 days e di 21 days and just abanya for ade achi bia no shipping line no e charge sika demerit e the amount it is says kan kwase nkwa aban ho e ko shipping line ho ana meboa eti shipping line sika na obejo kra che duty na afa wu betua obeka bo huntimi ntua obeja wo ho ade no so da so si wo amanfo so de no eba ade no aba bedu enti ese aban de ko gazette enye so nkro sorry o say my auction or the ko gazette now ehun no ma we be ba be kan later ese say education maka check custom say mo metua me kan na menye say education we
enti a lot of things happen in our industry
okay
enti say if a minister of energy comes out say containers ayira and one cassette 2 10 5 and 6 1,300
is it chromosi do mo hunu bro
so it means that in the first place so we should have come back
blame them
they should have come back to come and tell us say yepamocho industry players any Ghana for let me say yanti ade na see any ebeka say
no but investigation is still ongoing so I interdicted some of ECG
and growth and no ECG but eniema ne de ewo ho
say ayira report no
thank you
mogumoni mo ya kromfo
because me frame me ye nana then I go see Esi mu we container o abrewa enya no kre obi antimi we container nti se matches boss a ofa habo ho na ho na watoma shi.
And unima de omo so omo call customs for whole street and they will track all the containers through icons on their mom.
You could go betimi hu baby containers ni nyina unti ke ehu hia mpo se first obekasa e bia ne oba beka ne so okay ye nhye da nya sure baby containers no nti ye investigation miwia ni ewu no meba beka nti ka wi nka oba beka oh containers ni yehu
international trade and freight and trade. I want you to be real and sincere. Are you guys praising this government for cedi depreciation? Be real.
I've told you, say it is doing wonders, but near me last time they say you need the effect now. Maybe it will take us about a month for us to feel it. Montia say. Maybe kind. Okra nema enya okra ya na bagana. It takes time. A month for aye orders from February, January. A fina nema neighbor. Time I may order no, not dollar no. There were 14 cities or 13 cities. Inti matwechi adada. Some of them will get the relief now in duty terms. Obi won so a why order no etua duty ne dada ama niema no warehouse. Only free warehouse at home. Now you are telling that person say dollar about 10 cedi inti so. He has already paid that 14 cedi or 13 cedi.
But how do you then blame the government for that?
Nobody is blaming government. We are saying say so but you bet the real effect after some time because
negative effect.
No, positive at least.
Okay.
So any now new cargo ever and as a new order say bemuno benu with 10 point something.
Let me give you an example. Me affected me. Just about 2 weeks ago, and I matter car or US. Na from I'm saying me to California, we say hot to port on a mua. Enti me hwe na me when is talk car or US there is a charges be a tax be out here.
Of course.
Aha, enti ni na be kan ho no. E ko be ye 30,000 USD. Nipa guy omode ho no omode 13.65 and a converted ye den e de mame. Enti me the CDC no me boka 400,000. That's 4 billion old Ghana cedis. Chairman, when you say nena me talk car and come 700,000. Same car no me check it and me to one me machine. I'm say then a man train. Enti no ye say no me check and come 300,000. That's 3 billion. Enti come save me train just 2 weeks in me train kakra bia.
Enti sa car ne basi sia.
Me boka.
Thank you. Okasa obeton current rate.
Enti ehone na so obi su koto ne ne dio ehone ne se obi su koto sa aka ne no nya the same ko nya 300,000 oba no duty na sa ba forma ma no oba obeton ne cheap enti me de man te so ameton ne sa cheap na mabo ka ne beka ho
baby but we have say we trias can enti
business man na ye gain and we should be now gaining that time no na quickly me mo check duty ni ma nanka baby a me de chechire me rure ni na duty ni 2.2 that's 220,000 that's 2.2 billion old Ghana cedis but ne me ko check here no aba 1.92 eti ba save be 18,000 me bon pass e ba be dru na dollar no
e ka le sa savings na ko
shame but no matter what me boka me lose because me ko to ne na
enti that is why me say yenya sa effect na ye person who is anywhere ya na yenya ne sa it will take time gradually and the empire bonus say you betimi sustain sa appreciation
when is that growth na me no mo afi me twar ma from sa den na me ka se me toka mo ka se me ntwe kakra sa just 2 weeks o come 700,000
it is doing magic especially omo new orders sia because
new orders sia
new order bia is benefit
no so na tie enti baby a monka bi man say they should sustain it
anya asema make if we are able to sustain it there enche you benya the real effect on the ordinary citizen because then it means that car ebia eni ewo CRVC almost turn 400,000-500,000.
A bit much about 3 something.
About 3 something.
Yeah.
Until gradually we'll get it. But problem everybody say any panel any constant business person or beboka.
Somebody like me. Nti me minister my boka to I am here me tell me much. Me say 100,000.
But a constant business person on boka because now the dollar will still come down to obetimi akoto ade ni beam.
Yeah.
When it was appreciated dollar see the new cost no depreciating no na dollar no was biting the CD every time. No so ma ejodifo boka because mind you wakoto ade no to ye no na dollar 11 cedis. And now they are free. Top 4 eba bet you after 1 month no dollar no ko 13 cedi. Oboy dey akoto the same quantity of dollars now they akoto.
The whole na mo so eh ha mo no.
And the collapsing business.
But you yes so dey dey blame more traders in say. Ti say do kan yi enne ye say dollar no ko ne na wo no ma na egu ha no o ton a otum. Yes, you say nka we old stock. Nti adenti a otum. Mo so mo di calculate say 1 to mu a wo kofa obeboka sasa na ya moka no. Na den na yete so de mo say old stock no de mo nton abodin wi ansa na. This is problem ayeso ye na mo wo.
Me am do okay here example. Me say okay ya wakofe ya wakokre ya.
Me ya
o ka mo ase. So what you Canada?
Batwa. Me here.
Nti dem o sika na enhye.
No man day as a businessman that
your businessman.
Okay.
Oh yeah, one time importer. If for wow use.
Me we grab me see mama.
For wow use into nkasa. Into imagine obia.
Top radio back correct.
Cargo. Ebia 15, 60, 70 containers. Wakra dada. Osi debi. On fa ekano. Cumulatively,
100,000. Because any dwetire na ya here.
Thank you.
Me kaya na bibi ya 100,000.
Abotre and a stress munya ma edwadifo.
So then I'm more catching this government.
Yeah. Well, we are telling him that we will be happy if they're able to sustain it. Say omutimi ma ejina baby ejina no dey say anti amba fam kura mpo biem na baby ejina ya yetimi ma ejina ho for the next 6 months 7 months.
President Akasa. President say ye nyane 1 to 1. Ti say bia o say ebi no what say ebi no ka say beba 1 cedi to eba sa traders like you suffer. Or can but or hwe say ebetima bedru certain figure bi aye ina na ebetim there aboaboa ye. Enti sa we say any there 1 to 1 enti
yen put the can say embra 1 to 1. Say even if it is sustained
eka ho for 1 year mama mo okay.
Enuni nkoma na ye ni abanda da ni di all this while say senke ebetimi mpo a ye exchange rate you use wo habon sensem no nka yem pegging on say every 6 months na best sana ka every 6 months na best sana every 6 months
so we money previous government na kan ya say omo pegging mamo say we dey 6 months bia no mo say okay yes system by say mo ye adwadifo a ye dey 6 months we mamo bia ye mamo bia $10 to $1.
Thank you.
Enti ye no dey wo kwa na wa budget na wo.
Oh, okay. So that's into no only money about him say never be a beba in the next 6 months no duty ni unya shock be in your life say afi oni money beba no na dollar no cost na fi duty abesesa any man microphone containers e ka wo habo unti say even say wo dey aban ontimi pegi my wo dey baby a enam sisi yi a adwadifo ama ye ho ha no unsustain
me pese me sound eyi kakra bi permit me na me push you wish ho why permit me na me push you wish ho so your MPP ni
Ghana dey so be our party back
permit
one way or the other
say you can't fit
I'm saying Ghana
me pese Ghana matie for no hu the person me ne discuss okay fine who your MPP ni and your own government modni or motenase and we are the president at the freight and your friends international trade right muno mo ka this 6 months or mo nyama mo anya just after the election say whatever mo ye na ye magic from mo previous government na akra me no there Obeka say this government at least per this.
And they meet na baby am.
I mean, I know I'm person Ghana
meet na baby am come say, listen, say you magical, say you den they've been able to do it.
Good. And you give them plus.
You have to send the ekosra. Ye ba be so mo kon.
Okay.
Sanso na wetimi ama aba fam so a. Praise no.
Wow.
I don't want us to
wow. You are the first MPP.
Me person me did me jumasem.
No, you are the first MPP man. What kind of question?
We need to be honest with that. Say a magic no you, say you no you. Say me nkobai nke kodu 20 sidia. No. Ya be so no why bia. E so no ama bibia boy dey. Enu ke mbeka say enya wo na aban dada no na ayi bibi na dabi. Okay. Enti say wetimi
say they did do so show mu.
Thank you. So wetimi aya na bedu say. Na say magical, say beko so say artificial. Yeah, they are praising of fun. Say start say akosura. E be say abonu tubo bia. Because say say okasa nyo no a na ochina. E start say akosura. Obeka say na say de no say anyamia nti na anyamia. For that I have always said it that as a businessman, as an international trade consultant, obia ne me ya ne say dwedi hu nsem eno na me di bi hwe memba na manyi bi di politics no. Say aban na ye bibi good a buama dwedi hu nsem akoyi na obi ahwa hehan na. Why should I say because me MPP niti member condemn.
Chama mama matie for bisa question say report in business now why and so on na ye call. Live on top 103.1 mene onimoyam for Dennis am for Sifa president at the Chamber of Freight and Trade and I'm din komo e ha say in fact watch your business no kakra port on sem no the yete for mo hono normally enye sanity any question that you want to ask him pacho me po mo this is not politics your education business wise more per se umisa no question bisana na on answer one sana wa sorry call 03039448664 03039448664 and 0243204059 0243204059 and 0244780701. Hello, good evening. Let's say
good evening.
Tohani.
Adam no Achimata. No justice, no peace.
Here they.
No justice, no peace.
No justice, no peace. In Pacho Mamintio.
No, I did that. That's all more money. The NDC with that's Kibuna.
Sorry, make up port to us. Only mini port on come. Hello, good evening. Let's say.
Good evening, Governor.
Pacho, didn't be a case free.
This might be broadcasting dance.
Like my mean too.
Governor, if you then will be crying my bag, if it be a real woman on Ira. Was a maybe some better the card she fill the bag. And if you are seeing your boy, I know say can you right. If you catch on chin more wakaka in Tiasi.
Na ka naira.
It has a contain about can and you won't get. Not yes, I. You chase some of their chances and the court Burkina.
Oh, and also I see what Meda say Bismarck 0244 0243 2040 59 0243 2040 59 and 0303 944 864. Hello, good evening. Let's say.
Good evening.
Chowani.
Mediani Adam Idrisa Mr. Sofia.
Chowami Tewe.
Kwabena Owusu Agyemang. Na ade okay how you in there say. Because you be enko won to me maybe na for in maybe actually this layer. Na o pese be say ade wo ho de anka me ho na anka wo fa senior your mama amambu ni enko no na say obi a difficult na say oye ye ne o check ne na mu no. Aye na me fa be say ona so ni me say so official so nko this ka sa na be ye obo. Ndini ya mama ya ndi ya mse nkana kwere ya me ne share pa ya me yi na amaye ndini ya tare ki obe odi se bia oni ndi na Ghana ya me say ndina ya na amaye o ade ti ya wuti ya sa
Madam say hello, good evening, night to say.
Good evening.
Pacho Hwani. Don't kasa free.
Dami.
Mami nti o minua.
Yami na akasa isiano. No fuano so. Obi a wedi gama sika bia no. Amon chimentin. Amon diskan no mo san talentin.
Hello, good evening. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Pacho Hwani. What say? Oh, okay. Mami nti o.
I really like the way you help them. I mean, the family about the bill. Many are now market. I estimate yes, but one better coming to committee man. Yeah, what me I am bold at the toy entity. And then no of big more possible for a free and fair. One dear for me, Mr. Financial Boy, yeah, a bit time. Think of it. So, I'm not going to make it done. I'm not going to have a big song for your policy. So, the past government in the Madaruma, Mr. on my back, is a politics than the Daniel Director.
Cerebral container.
And it happens.
Me besa me chim. Bia ni oka se omuhu container no, omuhu ka no. E wo se ne bra no find out say e consolidated ana. Shipment na me che say nka ye shipment ani papa mu a. Ka so only freight forwarder din komo. Because consolidation in the chere say bia o di uka ba kope. Untimi unisika baga se me fa 20 fita no fa me car na nko ansi mu fa mbra. Thank you. We in row to the end they drive onto the vessel a duke room and they are driving off. But obi wa bibi o no vessel nko ho. Nti also or ye containerized. Unisika nti no e honum freight forwarder na ho no say okay make nipa 4
eno
abum na they share container bakum and they consolidated.
Okay.
Into waji nipa be 4 and they muniama share container bakum.
That shipping line.
No, that is freight forwarder there.
Freight for or
port of origin.
Okay.
But I was say or sending bibi a friend of breakdown manifest. Edibema or no representative of Ghana say eniama cars 9 way woman. First one you could you mention there, the chassis number ni. Second one ama menu. One chire musa na okoye mistake na niye kojo menu dia no okochiro ama mansa Togo ama mansa babi ya kutogo
abro ni se saka ne so nyane dia
but what the money breakdown manifest say me mini ho na ye load ye onu a load no e the breakdown manifest aba be kire me say enema na e wo container no mu even though ni nyina e under company mensa but wachichim. It is some of the time a lot of this happens. It is a wow woman say when your information in term and now only link it home. Now when who representative no.
Hello, good evening. It's say good morning.
But I am not so good for you and my free. You know, all on the
you have a point, and also, yeah, over to them why.
Yeah, Unema, but as early as possible, I was so no freight forwarder. Enyankita hudi. So bit me track know the position of the container. And Nema do a womb. Ebi and Nema Nina Nyodia, and Yodia, where is the program and supply my own stuffing. A own stuffing will be in the container with an near my womb. Na fe ye de go. We are ready. Wakwaku you Yes, Togo ewo omo practice Freeport na nje say bibia e free. Okay. Who say ahano ye krum hano virtually import sustains our economy because yen produce it into yen money bibiri no ye kra
na boy economy no
man into ye kra into o kra na o ka say obey Freeport no waka say okay ene money be drew her because home consumption ti menje import duty and VAT economy no be crash. Enintina aban adwin mu no pese oboa ma yetimi ye more export na aboa foreign reserve enintina mo start create the free zone enclaves no sa enclaves na there ya ne say amano ne adwuma bi e ba be bi wo ho na adwuma a wo ye no bibia wo produce no 80% would have to be exported. I will say ko na yenya ho mfaso because we export to kwa ebetuaka foreign exchange beba Bank of Ghana na ne also the ejuma ha no
Mr. Mo memfa mo bie mo ho ka me time na kakra na ka na se me de ya de wo enti mo amunya so mo fa che me
Ghana it will be difficult to say yebeka say yebeye Freeport yebeye the import duty element if you because even so share exemptions concessions and import from ECOWAS sub-region and also enjoy import duty free. See, a cancer can occur in a year. A buying sika or lose because of exemptions, concessions, ECOWAS import. You have no idea. Wow. And to say auto idea from Mefan say a producer or Nigeria. Okay, me for Chalwate an example because basically Chalwate neta imported from Nigeria pa unto import duty but will be to import VAT.
Okay.
Okay. Now say import duty element no crown proof free wa and
so adema ye duty cost pa which make say exchange rate.
Exchange rate.
And yeah normal list be brain na first duty cost so COVID-19 then na COVID-19 NHS blah 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 blah.
Yes, you see, me know because they say exchange rate be do 2 cedi and now 5 cedi. So duty never fam. Exchange rate no cost. You see, as for the duty rate, no, it doesn't vary. Say I didn't a 5% or a 5%. Into a 5% against the rate. Into dollar or CIF. Cost insurance and freight $100 $100 times 10 cedi dollar ya be do then it will give you the CIF in local currency, then you multiply the duty rate 5% by the CIF in local currency now more import duty. Okay. It is a rate or down.
You know, my baby cry free. So that's a
rate was right. It's still like
and there's a buying team managing a year exchange rate.
A month for you, COVID 1%. It won't affect.
Yeah, and for an exchange rate
was right. It is say exchange rate in Bafema 1% no. But what's the exchange rate no? Cost road you only 3% declaring free, so still obe feel it because the higher the rate.
Unya $1 no. Ju. Unya ya businessman came to do this and now almost to stay in the bear 1 year.
Between 8 and 7 cedi to $1. We need to be realistic economically. You see, the days are 1 cedi to $1 no. You redenomination. You catch the we are saying man saying you say you see can you zeros ni be free so. Inti you zeros ni be free so. Inti enye say you see can na e ba $1. So zero now we free so for zero ni count. What would have been? It won't be 1.
Yeah.
Pay 10,000 maybe.
Yeah.
10,000 to $1. But we zeros ni be free so. And a second be 1. Inti say obia ka say ye be masikana ba 1 cedi 2 cedi. Your economy, no, you want to create crash because also robust economy. China mukra so sa. Countries that are producing to me this dollar name pim sir, because that's the current world order. It's the petrodollar economy we are running. The dollar is the most attractive and most used reserve currency in the world.
Ebedrube 7 to 8 ne
jina hwa
o man no ya consumers ye ho behin
han mo dodo.
Not necessary so we may do 1 to 1.
No.
Even 7. Even 10 cry ho behin han kaka. No mo sustain it.
How if we are able to sustain it?
Cause no men fa munja.
If we are able to sustain at near here no is the sustainability. Enye baby ebedu no, cause say they do 7 now in 2 weeks time you have na sign na mana could do 20 cedi ya anya hwe. Okay, even at this rate sir ban betimi I put in measures policies na ejina kete to be 6 months 7 months na still ejina hwa
10 hono
10 you see how
you support
10.99 there about
10.99 close to 11 cities. Inti ebejina ho kra be 6 months ha mo be ma ye ho ahenhan
na 3 cedi na be free so no, because it was around 13.5 13.
Oh, Mr. Midden 13.65.
Thank you.
Just 2 weeks ago.
Hey,
I don't know. My save 100,000, you know. What I say? I don't know. My save 100,000.
I mean, since you said
my 300,000.
Into first, and cow $2,000, now 13,000 Ghana cedi. But then it's 10,000. You have saved 3,000 cedis. Pound.
Now, broche for no so musune.
Ye ti ekroma na mo de musu ye fa ho ben ye hu hi ya mo musu de fa hu, because me no ka say 2-3 weeks ago pound na who pound now ye mash and even go for no pound mo ya stubborn po the pound and I'm 14.5 15 cedis, which is good, because 2-3 months ago, I'm 19, 20 cedi, 19, 20. Now when you been put, for me, I believe that so buy better me a sustain. So the magic in a bay, so bay they sustain.
Chame da say to safro by. Nyamisha pa. Constituency e kama.
Oba de adaroma.
Ebefa.
Oh, ebefa.
Yentima kan party mu asem kra. Enese no enti enya no tia.
Me da me ba politics no.
Na ya politics.
Ebeka ho say but media distredi be ma the Greater Accra Regional Minister.
Okay.
Omo ye demolition exercise be in Sakumono around the Ramsar area.
Ramsar one, yeah.
So obi esinsuo mu a obetimi ebo, but at least we should add a human face to some of these
human
things.
Human face is nene dey here.
Esinsuo
mu see.
Esinsuo see
1 minute pe yen.
Who say ye redemarcate area no. And baby red. And between red and green wo ho. But you say there's a dey na dey. Oh amba kra.
Mu kra na ye be.
What you say?
Ohwe structure bi a yesisi a ye bu.
I tell you.
Sika akomu. That time investment bo.
I tell you. Obi betimi afa hu nti ebesro omunya abotre na omuni onkrofo ni nyina ntena se se wo red line mu nko ade a ye ma se wo betimi ebubu na we blog ne nkakra de akogu bebi a
okay enso kra kenye ba
be ya ma 2 months for you blog na fa kogu
na won chance bi ade aboso
ni obetimi a save wo mu no
say destroy ni na
say ye destroy ni nyina ontimi mfa he ebi ma ye wiring cables ni na mu nyina o. That is not fair.
Chame da say to Safro by Nyamisha. Yebesan waka say live on top 103.1 next on your radio Nyamia say, but me say we a nurse, we a lab technician, we a nurse lab technician.